Over the years there have been over 30 different Mario sports games, some of them being complete bangers, and some, yeah, not really that great. Back when I was a kid and even now a little bit, I have a sweet weak spot for some of these games. Like for example Mario Sports Mix, Mario Power Tennis, and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games London 2012. Mario sports games have been my favorite Mario games and the ones I played the most as a kid. So I wanted to rank all the 8 kinds of Mario sports games we have had as of right now. I'm gonna say already that my ranking is going to be quite controversial, I think, because I have not played every single one of these. So this ranking is purely based on my own opinions, how memorable they are, but also a little bit of a mix of bias and nostalgia. And for the Mario Pinball and Dance Revolution enjoyers out there, I don't know if you guys exist. No, it's not going in the ranking. In that last, we got Mario Sports Superstars for the 3DS. In other words, the Mario Sports Collections. Mario Sports Mix is also a Mario Sports Collection, but I thought it was better to include it with Mario Hoops 3-on-3, because it's essentially the same game, but then in a fuller package. I have actually never played Mario Sports Superstars until very recently, and I kinda enjoyed it at first, but if you play the game more and more, yeah, it becomes quite boring quickly. The positive aspect of this game is of course that you get 5 full sport modes to play, and not like most of the other Mario sports games, just one. The only thing that I didn't really like was the quality differences in these sports though. The tennis and golf sports were being developed by Camelot, the company behind the mainline Mario Tennis and golf games. So these sports felt decently polished. Then there's baseball, which is by far my favorite inclusion in this whole game. We have not had a real Mario baseball game in quite some time now, so it was quite nice to kinda see that return in this game. Then you have soccer, which just is not really that memorable if you also have Mario Strikers. And then maybe the weirdest inclusion of the entire game, horse riding. This was the first sport I wanted to play because I was just so curious how bad this actually was going to be. And yeah, it's not really that much fun. I mean, in total, it's a fun package, but it just really lacks personality with minimal voice lines and not really crazy mechanics like power shots and tennis. It just feels like a demo. I mean, each sport is fine, but none of them feel as deep or fun as their standalone counterparts. In 7th, we got the Mario Strikers series. And I know, you guys are already typing in the comments that this ranking sucks doo-doo, but hear me out. The only game I have ever played in the series is Mario Strikers Battle League on the Nintendo Switch, which is not really the best Mario sports game, of course. I can remember that I was quite excited when this game got announced in the Nintendo Direct, because many fans wanted a new entry in the series for years. But when the game eventually came out, it was just disappointing. First and foremost, the character roster. There were only 10 characters available at launch and did not include main Mario characters such as Daisy, which was very surprising. Daisy and some other characters later got released in additional free updates, but there were only 6 more characters, which marks 16 characters in the final game, which is not really that much, to be honest. This makes sense because in Strikers there is much more movement and animation required for each character, and also of course the different gear each character can equip. But in Mario Strikers Battle League they ditched the sidekick system, which made the lack of characters in previous entries less visible, because there were way more characters on the field. Recently, however, I tried to play Mario Strikers Battle League again, and I kinda enjoyed it more than I first did. So maybe if I tried some of the other entries in the series, my opinion would change. For now, I kind of enjoy the series and adore the visuals and art style, but because I mainly never really played it besides Battle League, it's for now in 7th place. At number 6, we got the Mario baseball games, primarily because of the same reason as the Striker series. I just never really played it. In total, we got 2 baseball games, one for the GameCube, Mario Superstar Baseball, and one for the Wii, being Mario Super Sluggers. I really had hoped for a worldwide release of Mario Super Sluggers, but sadly we never got it. So I have only played this game in some other way. Anyways, I absolutely love this game, and if I'm completely honest, it's maybe one of my personal favorites. Firstly, the roster is insane. It has over 40 characters, and not just the main Mario crew, but also more unique picks like Baby DK, Piantas, and my boy Toadsworth. Where is he now? Also, characters who are friends in the Mario universe, like Mario and Luigi, play better together, with faster throws and better catches, which add a lot of strategy. It also had an adventure mode, where you actually ran around in different themed stadiums, like Peach Ice Garden or DK Jungle. In this adventure mode, you need to recruit teammates, solving little puzzles and unlocking secrets, which I really like. I never really sat down and played this adventure mode, I only played it for like 1 hour or something, but it really looks fun. Furthermore, it's not one of my favorite Mario Sports series because because it mainly has been 17 years since the previous installment in the series. I will still love for it to come on the Nintendo Switch too, but my hopes aren't that high, to be honest. It was of course kind of fun to see it return in Mario Sports Superstars, but these two games are much better than that game, that's for sure. At number 5 we got the Mario Golf series. This is the first really long running Mario Sports series on this list, with now 6 different games. I always find it really interesting how a sport like golf got so many games compared to soccer and baseball, which are in general much more popular than golf. From the ones I played, I actually kinda enjoyed this series. The only two ones I really played were Mario Golf World Tour on the 3DS and Super Rush on the Nintendo Switch. I actually quite liked some aspects of Mario Golf Super Rush. I absolutely loved the addition of Speed Golf, which made the game way more intense, but also Battle Golf, which I played with some of my friends sometimes. Although I really like these modes, the better game is definitely Mario Golf World Tour. I haven't really played this one as much as Super Rush, but this game has way more content. The main things I really liked in World Tour are the challenges and the story mode. The story mode is way better than the one from Super Rush. The story mode for Mario Golf Super Rush feels like a tutorial packaged in a story mode. I mean, I still quite liked it, but the story didn't really have the personality that Mario Golf World Tour had. I also really liked that you needed to play through this story mode to unlock various challenges, and with some of these challenges you can unlock characters and courses. I really need to pick up this game again, lay back and really play this game, because World Tour is actually a really solid Mario Sports game. On number 4 we got the Square Enix Mario Sports games. Now here's where we get to the really good Mario Sports series. I mean, I never really played Mario Hoops 3-on-3 that much, I know, but I really liked it for how far I have played it. But then, Mario freaking Sports Mix. I have played this game so freaking much as a kid, and for really good reasons. This game is in my brain pure perfection. It is basically Mario Hoops, but then with 3 other sports: volleyball, dodgeball and hockey. And oh my god, I played volleyball, but mainly dodgeball so much you have no idea. What I mainly love about this game is how in the tournament mode you really see the characters running to each other and then battling it out in one of the 4 sports. But the best thing about these tournaments is when you completed a cup, you got the opportunity to take a side route where you got to do battles, special challenges, and sometimes you could even unlock a new character or outfit. I absolutely love this game, and I am planning to make a video expressing my love for this game in the future because me and this game go way back. There are 2 things in this game where I literally stared at my TV in the living room in disbelief. The first thing was the final battle in the Star Cup. In this final battle, a character would transform into Ninja and steal the Star Cup trophy. Then you needed to fight Ninja alongside White and Black Mage on the starship. This was so freaking badass. But also, when you had collected all 4 trophies, you would have to battle Behemoth. And holy shit, this battle is by far one of the best things of all the Mario Sports games, because the chills I got while fighting this dragon was crazy. Anyways, I got a little carried away. One thing that I also loved about these games was the collaboration with Nintendo and Square Enix. Because of this, we also got to play as Ninja, White Mage, Black Mage, Moogle, Cactuar, and yeah, this guy. Legit, the amounts of nightmares I had from this slime as a kid was kinda crazy. I legit also thought that these were Mario characters at first, so I was really excited because I really liked all of them, besides Slime then. So I got kinda sad when I never really saw them again in a Mario game. I literally thought that White Mage and Rosalina were sisters, by the way, when I was a kid. And now, to begin our top 3, we got the Mario Tennis series. From this series, I've actually played about half of the games. Mario Power Tennis is, in my opinion, clearly the best Mario Tennis game of the series. With all the fun game modes, challenges, but foremost the maps. I absolutely adore the maps in this game, and I think Mario Power Tennis got by far the best maps out of the entire series, with Luigi's Mansion and Goober Blooper Volley, which is from Super Mario Sunshine. I absolutely love these callbacks to other games, and kinda miss that Nintendo don't do that as often anymore. The only recent one I can think of being New Donk City in Mario Golf Super Rush. Can we also talk about the roster? I was never really that great in this game, so I never unlocked all the 4 unlockable characters. And also, can I say that I absolutely love that Fly Guy is in this game? I mean, look at him! Also, I never knew that my favorite Mario character, my absolute GOAT, was playable in this game. My boy, Wiggler. So I think I'm going to grind the heck out of this game really soon, because I'm emotionally unstable right now. Next up, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Yeah. Talk about a drastic downgrade. I mean, it is not unplayable, but it is really the worst Mario Tennis game in the whole series. There's only one real stadium with minor differences, and there were also not really that many game modes. I also did not like the main mechanic of this game at all. Your character gets huge, making it easier to dominate the whole match. This breaks balance, and there's not really a strategy or something. Just hit the ball, get a Mega Mushroom, hit hard, and most of the time you've scored already. The only thing I quite liked was that they added a freaking Sprixie Princess from Super Mario 3D World. Not because I like the character at all, but I love me some good goofy characters in sports games, so I love this inclusion. Furthermore, I played Mario Tennis Aces when it eventually came out for the Nintendo Switch, and this game is by far the best Mario sports game on the Nintendo Switch. I quite like the adventure mode, and after all the free updates, I love the roster. For this video, I also played Mario Tennis Open for the first time, which was solid, I guess. I like Mario Tennis and Mario Tennis Aces a lot more, but I think it is a safe entry in the series, with nothing really game-changing to it. But, I mean, it was fun for the 50 minutes I played. And now, for the people that know me, this does not come as a surprise at all, but for others it may will. At number 2, we got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yeah, here's the controversial part. Deep down, this is my favorite Mario Sports series, but realistically, number 2 is already freaking high for this series. I fell in love with the series with one of my first games of all time, being Vancouver 2010 on the Wii. And I loved it so much that I also eventually got the DS version, which is one of the games I have the most nostalgia for in the series. A couple of highlights from these games is of course the sensational OST. It's unironically one of the best OSTs in any game in my opinion, and of course the charm of this game is unmatched. I love the festival game mode on the Wii, and even the little shopping area was so cute and cozy, and the music made it all complete. But the best thing of these two games is the story mode in the DS version. This is maybe one of my favorite story modes of all time. And I know for the people that have played the story mode, it's nothing sensational, it's nothing spectacular, but just the vibes and the minigames are so fun. I am currently replaying the story mode for maybe the 8th time in my whole life, and if I'm done, I will surely make a video about it, because this story is so freaking underrated, and if you played the story, the vibes are just immaculate. It's crazy. After these games, I got maybe my favorite Wii game alongside Super Mario Galaxy and Mario Sports Mix, being Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, London 2012. I have crazy nostalgia for this game. It's actually kind of insane. Foremost, London Party. London Party is again nothing crazy. It's actually a weaker version of Mario Party, but I like this way more than Mario Party. I absolutely love these minigames and collecting all kinds of stickers. There were also boss fights like in the festival game mode in Vancouver 2010 on the Wii, which were so cool. I also got a 3DS version, but we are not going to talk about that, because you needed to select one character out of 4 freaking characters for every single event. All in all, foremost these games, but also the somewhat weaker entries like Sochi 2014. I have just this weak spot for every one of these games, and I am of course a little sad to see the series go, but I am on the other side a little happy because of it. The Mario and Sonic Olympic Games were my absolute favorite as a kid, and while I still liked Sochi, Rio and Tokyo, they were not really comparable to the ones on the Wii and DS. And now that I own them all physically, I can definitely say that deep down, this is one of my favorite series ever. Even if that is of course also a little bit of nostalgia and bias towards these games, but I freaking love this series. But realistically, to no one's surprise, the real number 1 Mario Sports series is of course Mario Kart. I mean, the success of this series is on a whole other level, and mainly also of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game with almost a 20 million unit difference. It's kinda crazy. Mario Kart DS is, for as far as I can remember, also my very first game I ever played from Nintendo with Super Mario Bros. DS. So only because of that, I absolutely loved this game. I remember when I was younger playing through all the different missions and beating the bosses, which was in my opinion the best thing of the entire game. I also can vividly remember that you could design the front of your car, which I still find really surprising that never made a return in any other Mario Kart entry, because it was just so charming. And then of course you have Mario Kart Wii, which is for many the best Mario Kart out there, for good reasons. The character roster is absolutely crazy, and it's crazy to see that after more than 17 years there is still a dedicated fan base for it. I also love that there are so many unlockables in this game that almost every time you complete a cup, you will get a character, card, or even another cup. As a kid and still now, I don't really specifically like time trials, because most of the time you only get something if you complete all the freaking courses. But in Mario Kart Wii, I just needed Toadette. So I can remember that I completed all the freaking time trials in one sitting because I just needed Toadette. I have never really really played Mario Kart 7 that much, but I've played it quite recently again and I quite liked it, but there was one thing I needed to do. Yeah, unlocking my goat again, of course. Other than that, it is my least favorite of the ones I have played, but peak nonetheless, because of the inclusion of Wiggler and Honey Queen. I mean, I'm so sorry, but who decided to include Honey Queen in this game? He needs a raise. And then, of course, Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I am relieved that after more than 10 years, we are finally getting a new Mario Kart game, because, oh my god, I have played this game so much at this point. I really like the characters from Splatoon, Zelda, and Animal Crossing, since I love all of these three franchises, but I hope we're not getting more crossover characters in Mario Kart World. Of course, we also get the Booster Course Pass, and with that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the ultimate Mario Kart game, with almost 100 courses, which is insane. And yeah. They also added Wiggler, of course. So all in all, this was my ranking. Mario sports games in general are such a huge part of my childhood, and even now, every time a Mario sports game gets announced, I am so incredibly excited. I can't wait to play Mario Kart World, which comes out in a little more than a month alongside the Nintendo Switch 2, but I have no doubts, it's going to be a masterpiece. You can play as a freaking cow and crab, and maybe the weirdest addition, a snowman. Who asked for a snowman? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you liked the video, and hopefully till the next time. Goodbye!